Hi, I'm Alice Shikina of Shikina Mediation and Arbitration, as well as Shikina Negotiation Academy. Today we're going to talk about 5 things to improve your emotional intelligence. Number 1, you want to notice what you're sensing emotionally from the other person you're talking to. So very frequently we ignore whatever it is that we're sensing. So if you're noticing someone is getting frustrated, or you're noticing someone is getting confused, or they're getting excited, make sure you start noticing the kinds of emotions that the person that you're speaking with is having in that moment. Number 2, call out what you're sensing. So don't ignore it. So you can say, hey, it feels like you are confused, or I'm sensing you're unhappy with the way I am delivering the speech, or it feels like you're frustrated with the services that you're receiving. So call that out. If you are in sales, it's wonderful because you can say, I'm sensing your hesitation, or I'm sensing you're uncomfortable with the price, right? So call it out, because what it does is it allows the other person to either agree or disagree, but it opens up another door to communication deeper than where you are now. It also creates a safe space. So if the other person is not saying something and you say, oh, this is what I'm sensing, you've allowed them to now talk about it openly because you've let them know that you've sensed that emotion. Number 3, you want to acknowledge what it is that you heard. So often I see people that say, yeah, I understand, or I get it, right? Or I hear you. So I want you to take those phrases and put them in the garbage. They don't actually communicate anything at all. What I want you to say is, what I understood you to say is that, and you repeat it all back, right? So you want to say it all back, and then you can even say at the very end, did I get everything? Wait for them to tell you, yes, you did get everything. Yes, it was correct what you heard, right? What I hear you say is that, or what I'm understanding is that, and you want to repeat back or paraphrase everything that they just said. And this is a tool that you really generally say for those more difficult conversations. You don't have to do it when everything's light and easygoing, but when it becomes more difficult, when you're having a hard conversation with a colleague or a coworker or a direct report or a vendor or a customer, a client. So those are the times you want to make sure that you repeat back everything that you heard. Number 4, be curious. Really, genuinely be curious. Leave judgment at the door. Don't bring that into the conversation. And typically, when you're asking questions, instead of saying why, well, why don't you want to do that? Or why do you want to do this? Try to replace those with what and how questions. So what are the reasons that are making you hesitate? Or how does this make you feel? Or how does this make you feel uncomfortable? How can we move forward with this deal? Right? So use what and how questions and be curious. And finally, number 5, articulate your own emotions. So often people just show up and they have anger. Anger is always the cover-up for something more vulnerable, something deeper. So really, I want you, if you have a tendency to feel angry a lot, I want you to look deeper into yourself and ask yourself, what am I actually feeling that anger is protecting me from feeling, right? So what is that? And so articulate them. Even at work, there are professional emotions that you can express, right? You can say, like, I'm not feeling really confident that we're going to finish this on deadline, or I'm feeling a little frustrated. Sometimes people might say, oh, well, we don't want to let the client know that we're frustrated. Okay, great. I'm feeling concerned that we're not going to be able to meet the deliverables if we continue along the path that we're going, right? I'm a little nervous. So there are ways that you can express your emotion that are professional and yet communicate to the other person what you're deeply feeling, so that they can adjust their behavior and they can problem solve with you. So these are the 5 steps. Notice what you're sensing emotionally, calling out what it is that you're sensing, don't ignore it. Number 3, acknowledging what you heard. Number 4, being curious. Typically ask using what or how instead of why questions. And number 5, articulate your own emotions. So these are the 5. I hope this helps you. Again, I'm Alice Shikina of Shikina Mediation and Arbitration, as well as Shikina Negotiation Academy.